Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another Splinter Cell Blacklist video, and today I have another one of those Gone Dark metagames. Now I'm going to start rambling on here in a few seconds, so if you want to just get through this really quickly, I have a little link down below there just to show you each of the places that you have to go to. Without further ado, let's continue on with the clues. Alright, for the first one, it says a big dog sled race in March. And it also says huge bets being put down on no-hopers, stuff like that. And what that is relatable to, it relates to the Iditarod. And for those of you who do not know what the Iditarod is, it is a dog sled race. I think it's the biggest dog sled race in the world. Goes over 1,000 miles. And a lot of people don't know what that race actually commemorates. What it commemorates is this really interesting story about this dog named Balto and his trainer, and they make this large trek, basically saving this entire town who without this vaccine would have all died off. And it's actually a really interesting story. I'll send a link to it down below, but for those of you who don't really want to read that much, the way it relates to this, it relates as there is a museum in Cleveland that actually commemorates this dog, and it's really cool. You should definitely check out the link and give it a read if you like those really cool underdog stories. Anyways, now for the next clue, we've got a line on a possible new recruit, blah 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 blah. An old school IRA bombsmith. And there's your first clue right there. It's really simple. IRA, for those of you who don't know, stands for Irish Republican Army. And obviously then you just go to Ireland. Pretty small place to search with your SMI. But let's keep reading actually. So suggests he's going to try to prove himself by taking out RS and Oak Terrain. Hopefully I read that right. And for those of you who don't know, just Google it. It is the presidential lodge for the president of Ireland. So there's your second clue. Pretty simple. So you head to Ireland. Boom. And all right, let's read the next clue. It says near the end there, Donegal RF timers. That's what you really need to know. For those of you who don't know, this is relatable to the famine of Ireland, and it's actually really interesting to read up on that. Just even go to the Wikipedia for it. I know it's not the most reliable of sources, but it still has a lot of interesting stuff on what went down. Basically, the Irish had a boosting economy, but a boosting wheat economy, but they were just so poor that all they could really afford was potatoes, and that's why they call it the potato famine. And all these Irish were starving, millions died, and they had to immigrate to other countries, and Australia was one such country, and there was actually the Donegal Relief Fund, which was set up in Australia, and they saved quite a few people, which is really good. So you head over to Australia, and that will be our next clue, our second to last clue. And from there, all you have to do is just go a little bit northwest. There's your clue. And at this point, what you want to do is recruit. I just find that really interesting that they want to educate some people, making people Google all of these really important events in our history. And I think that Ubisoft Toronto did a really smart move here. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next video.